Hello everybody, welcome back to the True Start Location Carthage series. This is part 13. In the last episode, we have conquered Rome, thus laying the framework for a future Mediterranean empire that straddles the, traditional trade nodes of antiquity. And speaking of antiquity, we are pretty far away from such, antiquated ideals. We are on our way to the modern period, actually, as we have already reached the industrial era. As of the last episode, we are working on making the Big Ben in our capital of Carthage, and we are also working on making a new city down over here next to this coal resource, the Tin Biter crater, and the source of gems and silver, which we are going to exploit the coal resource over here to build more factories. So without further ado, let's go and continue right where we left off. We are still at war with Rome, lest anybody forgets. So with that being said, we are going to do our best to really show Rome who's boss here. And by that I mean, you know, getting rid of the remaining Roman units that are still in our territory over here. Like this unit over here, for example. Let's go and move you over there. You over here. Attack him. You'll get over here. And we're going to have you attack. Perfect. So now we're pretty much... We have the option of eradicating Rome or making peace with them on humiliating terms. And I think we're going to do peace on humiliating terms because I don't want the entire world to hate us due to the fact that we are warmongers. In fact, we only have like 3 people that are friendly or neutral with us. These include Sweden and Arabia. Basically, that's it, unfortunately. But so far, both of them seem to like me relatively decently. What about Germany? I asked because we made declarations of friendships. Okay, they've denounced us. Yeah, nobody really likes me. Okay, so that's going to be a problem in the future. But for the time being, it's going to be okay. Let's go ahead and continue to bombard the naval ships over here outside of Antium. And set up our crossbowmen. We have a new cargo ship. Let's go ahead and send this out to, I think probably Porto or Athens. But Athens is no longer a choice. So let's go ahead and send it out to Porto. Sounds like a good idea. Or maybe there's another option that would give us science, like Ankara. Durakuri Galazu would also be a good idea. The problem is it might pass by potentially rebel territory, but you know what? It would give us science. Let's go for it. So these frigates are going to go over here to the east. No. We do not want to go to war with Nebuchadnezzar. Really, we're going to try to minimize the amount of war that we're in as soon as we finalize the treaty with Rome. And Rome does not want to make peace with us. I mean, understandably, we've already destroyed their capital, and they want nothing to do with us for the time being. So, again, moving our men ever closer. Of course, these units are going to heal up. And going over here to the west, everything's looking okay. Of course, we do need to take out these barbarian encampments eventually. Like this one down here too. I did take honor in the last episode actually to kind of help me out for spotting these particular resources. Yes, we will continue to trade with you, Arabia. God, I love how Arabia is still my friends. Okay, so maybe we can rekindle our friendship with Germany. That would be really nice, actually. You know what? Fuck you, Spain. France and Spain are at war. It's fine. We need to go ahead and work our tiles over here. The crab resources outside of Rome. I'm still undecided as to whether or not I want to make a city over here in Sardinia. It would give me access to 2 more crabs, but I'm not really quite sure if it would be worth it. Maybe eventually, if there's oil resources and stuff like that, I might change my minds. But for the time being, really, I don't really think it's necessary. So over here, outside of Antium, we're going to go ahead and continue to barrage this caravel. And again, send in our men. just like so. And we can actually upgrade these men to Gatling guns. Could be nice. Although you do lose out in the range, but you know, they're better units, so. Alright, so we just cleared another ruin, gotten 7 culture, fantastic. Again, moving our men closer and closer to our border with Rome, while healing up the rest of them. Just like so, that's fine. You stay there, you stay there. And you guys are going to avoid trespassing in Ragusa, as Ragusa's a bit peeved off at us already. So we're going to kind of skip over their territory, just like so. Should be good. And over here, we're going to take out these barbarians, of course, which gives us culture, which is super nice. And we are going to establish our city, I believe, on this tile right here, right next to the Tin Biter crater. Although I could make it on the desert tile, on top of the gems. I think I'm probably going to end up doing that. That might make more sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. So again, healing up our units that are damaged. And continuing on with our warfare here. So far, everything's going pretty well. Yes, you are going to construct a plantation. Yes, you're going to go up there. It's in the turn. Awesome. So Arabia is basically going to be our ally for life here. It seems as they share our convictions, which is fantastic. More and more people are entering the industrial era, and because Egypt is in the lead with literacy, I've gone already and taken the liberty to place my spy in their capital. Of course, Rome is probably not going to be producing science like it used to, so we're going to basically ignore them for the time being. And let's go ahead and use this unit to destroy that. Heal up this guy over here. And we're going to regroup all of our men, make sure they're all healed up before we move to attack Antium. But I mean, already, as you can see, we've got plus range with this frigate over here. So we can go ahead and attack Antium. Just like this unit over here as well. So let's actually take this unit back. And continue to barrage Antium. And for the rest of these frigates, we can go ahead and put them over here. That's fine. We're going to trade the location of this caravel. Just like so. Or actually, we'll move in the more promoted units. And actually, let's go ahead and switch the positions of this unit as well. Perfect. Alright, so next turn we should be able to go out and attack Antium, which is what I'm going to end up doing. Again, I don't really want to burn it down or anything like that. So we'll end up seeing what we need to do here. So, again, we are constructing a road between the two cities here. Let's just go ahead and pull up the hex grid to see where I can put these roads. It's going to be a little bit winding, but that's okay. So actually, let's wind it down this way. Might be a little bit better. And I'm not going to put a farm on a desert tile. That doesn't make any sense. How could you get the water over there in the first place? So let's go ahead and end our turn once again. And I know maybe a few of you guys with the resource tiles. This is kind of good, I guess, to see where everything is located next to. Really, it's not necessary. We do see some coal resources, however, up in Northern Europe. Potentially maybe over here in Africa as well. Yes, we got some actually over here in the southwest, next to all of these wheat, which are next to food plains. This would actually make a really big city if I decide to make one there. If we go to the east, really nothing that is within my grasp, which is unfortunate. And Crete only offers wheat. So let's go ahead and turn off the resource grid. And I know some of you guys are asking for the score sheet. Let's go ahead and pull it up. It's a bit too much for me though to keep this up throughout the entire playthrough because it's a bit annoying and yeah. So we're ahead in everybody and score. Really, the only person that matches us or comes close is Egypt. So let's go ahead and continue right where we left off and send our Great Admiral closer and closer. We are at -24 relations with Antwerp, or rather with Ragusa. So it's going to take a while for us to, I guess, regain their trust. But the good news is that we are going to continue to shell Antium as best we can. Most definitely we will work together with you, Sweden. I would love to do that. And Ragusa requests a road. Well, that's not going to happen. That's a bit ridiculous. So they're planning against Harun al-Rashid. That's a bit of a negative thing for us. But take a look. We're losing happiness now. And how can we get out of this? Let's see. So we can buy something with faith, which more than likely means that we can buy maybe a university or something. With Jesuit education, you could buy things like that. But I would rather get a monastery, actually, as this gives us culture and faith. Both relatively good things. Of course, we don't really need faith, but, you know, we basically went ahead and adopted Confucianism in our empire. Maybe Shintoism. I completely forgot what it was. But let's go ahead and found this next city, which is immediately going to set up Carthago Nova over here in the desert. And it's in a pretty decent spot. I mean, again, we're going to get access to coal, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and set about making a monument. We're going to buy this tile over here and set you up over here. And we're going to buy out a library and a university in that city as soon as we are able to do so, as this will allow us to make an Oxford University in our capital, which will increase our science output by quite a bit. So that's important. These, I guess, workers that have nothing to do, we're going to send them to work immediately in Carthago Nova. And this cargo ship is going to go back to, I believe, Athens. All right, I can't send it to Athens anymore, huh? So let's send it to, well, where was it going last time? It's going to one of my cities. It was going to Hyperregius, to feed Hyperregius. That is no longer necessary. What if we gave it to Carthage? I could send it to Carthage. Why don't we go ahead and feed Carthage a little bit and see how that goes. And let's go and continue shelling Antium as well. Of course, our Great Admiral is getting closer and closer, which is fantastic. And we've got some musketmen too, which can be, I guess, used appropriately over here in this war. Ragusa, of course, is not at war with us, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start shelling Antium once again. Or actually, let's take out their units. Useful. How are we going to do this effectively? So let's go ahead and move in our units, just like so. All of them, including this one over here as well. Well, actually, let's send in the ones that do not have plus range yet. This one right here. Just so that we can kind of blood them and give them experience. And we're going to go balls deep. We're going to go ahead and send out all of our units. Why not? Getting a lot of range on this unit right here. Let's go and take out the crossbowmen. And send in our own crossbowmen to attack. We're going to send you over there. We're going to send you... Well, you're going to stay there. We're going to send you right there. And we're going to send you through Genoa to see what's up there. We've seen Geneva. Let's go ahead and see what they want to offer us. Really nothing. They got nothing going on for us. That's fine. This caravel is going to be used to, I don't know, eventually explore. Is there really anything else that we need to see? Maybe like up here in Northern Europe. Go around over here a little bit. Only problem is that nobody likes us. I don't even think we have movement through Portugal anymore. We don't. Alright, well, we're going to put you over here for the time being then. Sit still over there. This one's going to come up over here as well. And this unit can't do anything, so we're going to keep him sitting there. And we're going to move you forward to attack Antium. Just like you guys as well. So far so good. Really, there's nothing that we can really do at the moment. Let's go ahead and break off the roads over here between Genoa and us. There's really no point. We're wasting money, it seems. And let's go ahead and end the turn once again. About to take this encampment, which is fantastic news. And how much coal is down here, actually, if we did decide to make a city? 6 more coal. That would actually supply a factory to every single one of my cities. It might be worth it. But here we go. We've just worked on some crabs, which will increase our happiness by quite a bit, which is good news. Let's go ahead and end the turn. You'll pay for this in time. My empire is not uncultured. What the hell is he talking about? We're making a lot of culture over here. Excuse me. So, Kumai loves the king. Fantastic. Over here in Utsik, we are going to work on, let's say, a zoo. Indeed is all the happiness we can get. And Antium didn't bombard any of our units. What the hell is going on over here? What the hell are the Romans smoking? Seems a bit weird to me that they would decide not to really do anything, but it's each their own, I suppose. We are, of course, going to continue to bombard Antium and their musketmen, and really anybody else that opposes us. It almost seems too easy, really, to just utterly destroy Antium. That's what we're doing right now. We're going to go ahead and move, of course, our musketmen ever closer. This guy can't move. Oh, he can move across the mountains. That's great. I almost forgot that I have the ability to move across mountains. That's really, really nice. So that being said, let's go ahead and send some more guys over the mountains. Can't believe I almost forgot about that. Okay, I need to stop promoting things with Gatling guns. I almost forgot that I need to keep money available for what I'll be doing in a second here. So let's go ahead and take the encampment with this man and attack with this guy, which gives us a plethora of culture. We're going to go ahead and wait out over here. And honestly, if we bought out this oasis tile, we could work the oasis tile. That's fantastic. For the time being, that's about as good as we're going to get. Let's go ahead and continue right where we left off. Really, this frigate probably can't even be used in the warfare right now, but we're going to go ahead and send him over there anyways. Why not, right? This unit's going to stay there. That's fine. Antium will be destroyed next turn, unless, of course, if I make peace with Rome. On my own terms, of course. There's not going to be any white peace here. I'm right to their gates. I'm ready to destroy them if they decide not to make amends with us. We're trespassing in Genoa. That's fine. We don't really mind. And as for this unit, we're going to explore a little bit more. Keep a unit on Rome. And let's actually keep another unit on Cumae. Right, so Antium. Well, first, before we do Antium. No. Okay, so this is all German territory. Let's go ahead and see if we can get open borders with Germany. What would it take for open borders? They need an embassy first. Okay.
Wir nehmen es nicht an.
Give me... Alright, give me some money.
Nein.
Oh, this is a fair trade to me, it would seem.
Nein.
No? Okay.
Abgemacht.
Alright, so now we can do open borders with Germany. They're gonna give me money? Seriously? Awesome. Oh, hey. Germany's gonna give me money to allow me to go through their borders. I didn't really think that thing was possible, but it is. Let's go and continue to kind of rock around a little bit over here. There is another French city, as we can see. Just kind of exploring, more or less, over here. And this frigate is done recuperating. We're going to send him over here. And let's continue to... Bombardment 3 sounds good to me. Like, why not at this point? We'll take Bombardment 3 again. We already have range, but we can't quite hit this unit, which is a bit of a misfortune. But we can just go ahead and do that, which wasn't quite enough to destroy it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and back up with this unit. And send another unit, just like so. And these units are just going to continue to bombard Antium. Let's go and see what Rome thinks of us. I don't want the negative publicity of taking Antium, but Antium seems like it's in a pretty good position. We don't really see any luxury resources, though, in the city. There's no way for me to view the city. Oh, we can't even make peace with Rome. Okay, well, I guess that kind of seals the deal, then. Let's continue to wage war with them. Kind of play it by ear. We're making a farm over here. What can we use with this worker? Keep him on standby in Saguntum. We're going to heal up this unit. Heal up this unit. And keep this guy over here. Fantastic. That's fine. Rome has resistance for 5 more turns, so pretty soon we can actually use it. And I think I might actually just outright annex it as one of our own cities. It's a very good city. It has lots of production, I'm sure. I'm a bit worried about Barcelona getting too big. Of course, it is a puppet. We don't want it to get too big. In fact, we might take out some of these farms over here. So actually, you over here in Gades, you who are doing nothing, go ahead and go over here to Barcelona and kind of starve them out a little bit. They are, after all, a puppet. We don't need them to be happy with us. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ending the turn now. We could send out another unit, actually, to kind of go ahead and discover Germany a bit more. And look at this. England controls Paris now, which is a bit surprising. England, in fact, controlling most of Western Europe now. Perhaps they will be the contender to really our victory here. So we've got 2 great people that were just now born, which is fantastic news. Let's go ahead and send out a person over here. Let's create some great works.
2 monarchs then.
To further recreate our majesty over here. And again, removing a road over here. Striking Antium. You're going to give him range, because range is the best. Anybody who doesn't have range includes this unit and this unit. So let's go ahead and use these 2 units to attack. Actually, this guy doesn't have it either. Can we attack from over here? That one has range. This one doesn't. We'll go ahead and bombard him. And we're just taking a worker. Fantastic. Really, we're getting kind of screwed outside of Antium over here. So let's go ahead and pillage and move back. And I'd like to see just how far... Maybe we should give Germany Antium. We're currently at war with Rome. And so is Germany. So maybe it would behoove us to actually just give our allies this territory. Might make more sense, really, in the end. Goddamn, look at how many people we got in the Adriatic over here. Too many people. So we finished metallurgy. Let's go ahead and immediately work on scientific theory, which will give us access to public schools, which is actually really good. We assigned some delegates. Let's go ahead and go for the World's Fair. That's fine. Napoleon lost his original capital. Let's go and see what it has to say about this. Elizabeth controls the most original capitals at 3. So it looks like England is trying to go for a domination victory, which suits our goals just fine. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Well, actually, let's go ahead and work this coal resource over here and then end the turn. So we're going to wait over here. That's fine. And let's go ahead and end the deal. I believe our research agreement just kicked off. That's why we got so much science. And take a look at this. Rome is continuing to bombard our units. Whose denunciation has Poland and Netherlands. We can propose something new. Let's go ahead and propose, I don't know, maybe, who'd be grateful if we passed anything? Do we want to do anything over here? Let's embargo Rome again. Why not, right? This will make some people happy, I'm sure. And Hippiorgius, we can make potentially a seaport. This would give us production and money. Both very, very good things. And over here, outside of Antium itself, we, of course... What unit is this over here? Is this a Roman unit? I can't even tell. Okay, I think it's a German unit. Let's go ahead and go a little bit closer to Antium itself. And there's no luxury resources outside of Antium. So I kind of just want to make peace with Antium as fast as we can. Really. Pillaging all the tiles we can, of course, in the process of doing so. And we're going to send this worker over, I don't know, let's say over to Sardinia. Going to continue to bombard Antium, just like so. Really, I mean, this is basically all we can do for the moment. Let's go ahead and pull our men out of Genoa just so that we are not pissing them off so much. And this unit can go down here to take out this encampment. Of course, we want encampments now because they give us culture. We're going to explore more of Germany in the process of doing so. So this road's done. Now we can go ahead and connect our 2 cities. Well, it's not done, but it's almost done. Heal you up, of course. And let's go ahead and start making science buildings over here in Carthago Nova. Like a library. And then all we need is a university. Which we can actually buy with faith. If we decided to go that route. I do not want to end my turn on a mountain. That's always a very, very bad idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to go ahead and take out this unit as well. That was easy. Let's go ahead and end the turn once again. Arabia has denounced Rome. Good, good, good. Everything is coming into place here. And I do not want Barcelona to gain a population.
Ik geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen.
Who hates the Netherlands? Because if we make friends in the Netherlands, we can start trading with them again. You know what? Let's go ahead and work with them. Let's hope that nobody else hates them. Or nobody important. Alright, fuck you, Poland. We don't give a fuck about you. So now we're friends with Netherlands. Maybe we can start trading with them. That could be quite helpful.
Wederom gegroet.
We can't offload any of our current resources with them, but that's okay. So we pretty much explored all of France. Is all of France that currently England is involved with. We will not attack over the river. That's stupid. We're gonna go ahead and heal up both of our units. We kind of got like a sand brigade over here to take out all of these barbarian encampments, which is kind of nice. This frigate is going to stay there. We're going to instead send the workers over there. And maybe we could go ahead and use some more workboats to increase our trade opportunities. And outside over here of this, we can't plunder anything of importance over here. So let's go ahead and we will put them in safety over here, just like so. We can't make peace with Rome just yet, but pretty soon we can. Which is the good news. So our road between Genoa is severed. Let's go ahead and sever the road between Antium as well. We don't want to pay for anything that is unnecessary. And let's go ahead and kill these workers. This will give us some more experience too, actually. It's quite helpful. So good, good, good. We are rigging the election and gathering intelligence, respectively. And let's go ahead and end the turn once again. I think that's pretty much all we can do this turn anyways. Let's make this a dream coast. And wait over here. I hope that when a puppet grows larger, we don't lose happiness, but I'm almost positive that we do.
Es wäre in eurem Interesse, dass ihr dieses Angebot sorgfältig prüft.
Yeah, we'll take that, but can we do 7? Sweet. Okay, so we're starting to become better friends with Germany and Netherlands. This is good news. Alright, Poland, we hate... Alright, Denmark, we hate you anyways. And you too, Austria.
Ik geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen.
We will accept your open borders proposal. This will increase our relations with you. We are now friendly with the Netherlands once again. Again, Ashurbanipal, we don't give a fuck about what you think of us. We got a great engineer for the first time in the game. We could do a few different things with Benjamin Franklin. I think what I want to do the most, though, is to set him up over somewhere, maybe in Utique or Hippiorgeus, to increase the production capacity of these tiles. Where would be a good place for me to put Benjamin Franklin? Maybe if I bought out this tile over here and put the... Yeah, I could do that. Let's go and buy this and put Benji over here, because we do need multiple production centers if we are to be taken seriously here. Why can't I just... We can't go across the road, huh? Well, we'll send him over here then. This workboat in Carthage will be sent to work... Well, shit, I thought we had some crabs that we can work off the coast of Rome. Or rather Sardinia, to be more exact. But we don't. So let's go ahead and send this, I guess, over to Barcelona. This will increase the food capacity of that city. We are, of course, unhappy now, so we need to rectify the situation by starving out Barcelona. And what do you do with this worker? This worker can also be sent over to Carthago Nova. And this unit has pretty much explored all of that civilization. That's good. So again, this worker is going to Sardinia and Corsica. Oof. Frigates are taking a lot of heat over here outside of Antium. Let's go ahead and boost up this unit right here. Continuing, of course, to bombard, and we will put this musketman to safety, where he can heal up in relative peace. We're, of course, going to continue to pillage all of these tiles. And we need to take this guy outside of France before England takes it. Excuse me. Let's go in the turn. Actually, I do believe... Okay, so Rome is only in resistance for one more turn, which is really, really good news. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out over here by ending the turn and seeing where this takes us. We got 3 more zoos on the way, which is fantastic news. And yes, you are going to remove the road between us and Antium. We don't want Antium. There goes my alarm.
Es wäre in eurem Interesse.
Yes, let us work together, Germany. So we got 4 allies now, which is way better than none. We got Sweden. No. Good, 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 good. So we got Netherlands, Germany, Arabia, and Sweden as our allies, which is fantastic. Portugal, of course, very ungrateful for the fact that we've liberated their capital, which just really kind of shocks me, to be honest. So Gades is starving now. Why are you starving now? Negative 5.9. What the fuck? Okay, that's really weird. I don't understand why we'd be starving so much. It's really strange. Okay, let's go ahead and set up food over here. Or rather, re-heal these units over here. And we'll go ahead and send you back to Kumai. We're going to continue to bombard Antium with units that do not have range. Like this guy right here. We're just bleeding our units as best we can. And no, I do not want to do that. That would be bad news. We'll continue to put our unit right there. And let's go ahead and discover more of this territory to the east. Take an encampment. Fantastic. Gives us some culture, of course. And really, we can just fire salvo after salvo, and this doesn't give us any experience. It's kind of fun. What if we go to the south? Over here and take out this encampment as well. That could be helpful. We got more workers coming in from all over to help with Carthago Nova. We can make a university with 890, so next turn. And we got a great engineer coming in as well, which is fantastic news. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and enter turn once again and see where this puts us. Of course, we could explore a little bit more. In fact, let's go ahead and take out this barbarian encampment as well. More culture certainly doesn't hurt. And next turn, we can actually take another policy. All right, sorry, Arabia. You don't mean to piss off Arabia. All right, good. So Germany's now our friend. No, you denounced me. What the hell is this? This is like the shittiest peace treaty ever. You're not going to give me anything? Oh, wait, you can't afford anything. No, fuck that. We're not going to go to peace with you, Mr. Rome. Okay, let's see. So we've got 2 pearls. We can make this trade. Look at the Netherlands with the dope trades. Really appreciate that. Though now we are losing quite a bit of happiness, which is unfortunate. Let's go and immediately make a university over here in Carthago Nova. And in Saguntum, we will make a... So we should go ahead and make like a windmill for for production. And aesthetics would increase our capacity for culture, which is kind of almost tantalizing. We almost want to do this. It's tempting. And we can also make the Uffizi, but the Uffizi's already been taken. And what if we went down commerce instead? This would make us earn great merchants faster, which is also really fucking good. I really like the fact that you can earn great writers, artists, and musicians faster, though, with aesthetics, which means I'm going to take it. I'm kind of dipping into all of these without really going too far into them. But I really did want protectionism, which is really, really good. the choices that we make here, they define us. I don't want to go too far into commerce. You know what? We'll take aesthetics, which will help us, again, take the great writers and musicians faster. Why do I have 2 in here? I've got a writers guild and a musicians guild in Hyperregius. That was a bad idea of me, honestly. About over here, an amphitheater. In Carthage, we've got nothing. We've got in Gades, great artists. Shit, I should have managed our buildings better. Hyperregius is getting swarmed now, or swarmed, I should say. Heal up this unit over here. Send out to attack over here. And let's go ahead and take out this encampment as fast as we can. We can't make peace with Rome quite yet. So let's go ahead and send out another noob to get ranged promotion as best we can. It's going to continue to pillage their territories over here. And this crossbowman is fine. We're going to keep him over there. Again, we've destroyed the road. That's fantastic news. Let's stay the course. This cargo ship was going to, let's see, to Athens previously, though they've denounced us, but they're still pretty damn lucrative, so we're going to continue to send out trade that way. Of course, healing up our units that need healing. All in a good day's work. Let's go ahead and end the turn once more, and this will be the final time that we end our turn, and then we will end the episode. Again, sending out new men to Carthago Nova to work on developing the city. And yeah, you're going to heal up. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and end the next turn. I hate you, Egypt. We'll denounce you again for a good measure. No, I would never declare war in Germany. That's ridiculous. Good, good, good. Everybody hates Egypt, just like we do. And actually, the great shit. I almost forgot about the great project or whatever. World's Fair. It's only 9% completed though, so I think we have a chance, which is good. We'll go ahead and start completing it, or working on it rather. This is a road, so we're going to go and continue to work on more roads. Take a look over here. We can go ahead and make a manufactory, which will increase our production from 28 to, well, maybe UT can work on it, actually. Yeah, that's fine. UT will actually be our production city, since Hyperregius is kind of like our artist city now. So we could take the province. Let's go ahead and do that. It was a bit risky, but we went for it. Why not? And we're going to go out to take out this area as well. Let's go ahead and go for the range. Pretty much all of our units have range now, which is going to make them really, really scary naval units in the future. We're going to go toe-to-toe with any naval empire. At least we should be able to. And now let's go ahead and set up some, I don't know, trading posts over here. Really, Germany can go ahead and snipe Antium if they so chose to do so. We really have no desire for it anymore. Let's go south over here. Next episode, we're going to take the Great Bend, which is a bit good news, I should say. We should take out some other stuff as well that we find interesting. Actually, I said I was going to end the turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn next turn, so that way I can go ahead and start work on the World's Fair. And of course, we're going to explore as much as we can over here. We'll take the fishes outside Barcelona, although I hope this doesn't make it so that they grow faster. Doesn't. It's good. Let's go in the turn. No, you'll pay for this in time, England. Oop. My phone has just fallen off the table. That's not good. But there's no scratches, so that's great. So, World Congress welcomes city-states. The world has now entered the industrial era. 3 delegates for host civilization, 2 delegates for other civilizations, 1 delegate per city-state ally. That's not too bad. Kind of evens out everything, it would seem. We're going to work on Gades on the World's Fair as well. And let's assign some delegates to choose me as the host. Once again. Is it really such a surprise? Although I hope that... Ooh, Sweden could become the host, actually. Why don't we go ahead and choose Sweden? How does he have 7 2 from World Wonders. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, Sweden is going to become the host. So let's go ahead and, like, rename the, can we? Hold on 1 second. Diplomacy, World Congress. Okay, so we'll choose the host. Let's go ahead and nominate Sweden, I guess. Or abstain. Oh, actually, we'll choose ourselves. You never know, right? Can we rename it? We can't. We used to be able to rename the name of the particular Congress, but I guess you can't. You can no longer do that, which is a bit of a disappointment. So again, we're going to continue to send out our men to Athens. That's fine. They're going to Athens as well, which is still the most profitable, even though we're feeding them science. And besides that, guys, I want to thank you very much for watching this episode. Unfortunately, well, we can get range actually with this frigate next turn. That's fantastic. It's promoted as well. Yeah, unfortunately, we were not able to really do too much this episode. Like, look at Rome. He has nothing to give me, literally. I could make peace with them, but what's the point, really? I could continue to be at war with them and gain valuable experience in combat. And over here, we've really seen nothing either. It seems like Poland is all up in Germany's grill for some reason. I have no idea why. And we've discovered more of Central Europe, which is fantastic news. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned for the next episode where we hopefully make the World's Fair and more than likely declare war on Egypt here pretty soon. I would like to take out Thebes, which has a lot of world wonders that we are particularly interested in. Of course, they also have gold and sugar and probably a lot more luxury resources that we could use. So again, stay tuned. This series is not quite over yet. We, of course, are getting 18 tourism, which is actually really quite good. We're rising in every single empire as of this moment. And we're going to discover quite a bit of antiquity sites once we explore archaeology. So again, guys, stay tuned for the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed. See you guys on the next episode.